just wanna go out and walk with you. Baby, you know I just like to talk with you. You don't have to tell me anything that's new. I just wanna go out and walk with you.
Yeah, would you come like keep on Zoom but a little bit closer like that? Is that okay?
I just wanna see your shadow next to mine, sailing over pavement without two lines. I like to see the shape you're in from time to time. I just wanna see your shadow next to mine. I just wanna see the same things you can see, understand the meaning on a new degree. Maybe that could happen when you're next to me. I just wanna see the same things you can see. I just wanna go out and walk with you. Could be 20 minutes or an hour or two. Baby, you know I just like to talk with you. I just wanna go out and walk with you. Baby, you know I just like to talk. Something about me has changed. Something about me has changed. I'm sleeping just fine without you. Didn't know I could. Something about me feels strange. Something is just not the same. I haven't been thinking about you, even when I should. All the lies they told, I forget. All the fights and his fault, I forgot. I've done all in my power to heal them, all of my scars. I'm getting good at letting go. I'm not there yet, but I know. Ain't no hope in holding on. When I'm happier alone, I'm getting good at letting go. Something about you is off. Something about you is off. But I was too blind to see it. Too in love to know. Oh, somebody told me get lost. Somebody gave a heads up, but I just couldn't believe it. Little did I know. All the lies they told, I forgive. All the fights and his fault, I forgot. I've done all in my power to heal them, all of my scars. I'm getting good at letting go. I'm not there yet, but I know. till it's fault I forgot. I've done all in my power to heal them all of my scars. I'm getting good at letting go. I'm not there yet, but I know ain't no open holding on when I'm happier. I'm getting good at letting go. Asking eyes, she's looking through stardust. City lights, out wandering and moonstruck. Just wanting the whole thing, the whole damn thing. Just wanting the whole thing, the whole damn thing. Magnetized, he's picking out pleasures. He's terrified and burning her letters and just wanting the whole thing, the whole damn thing. Just wanting the whole thing, the whole damn You didn't know back then what you've been knowing now. Before the broken skin and letting your love out, playing the tape again. It's such a sorry sound. Old shaky monologue, just dragging you around, reaching for reset, reaching for reason to begin, watching the sunset, front porch cigarette, you my best friend. You didn't know back then what you've been knowing now. Black lines and dominoes, pushing each other down. When all the games run through, with all the players set, I'll still be here with you. Are we big winners yet? I'm reaching for reset, reaching for reason to begin, watching the sunset, front porch cigarette with my best friend. Reaching for reset, reaching for reason to begin, watching the sunset.
Look in the mirror, who's looking back at me? I don't know what happened, guess we weren't meant to be. I know we had problems, I thought we could fix them, but we got tired. There's nothing left to do but to say goodbye and try to move on. I'll get over you, only wish that I knew how to go on. Baby, you and me, we're so messed up together. Even if we tried, we'd be stuck here forever. I don't understand right now how to make it through, but I'll get over you, and it's not like I'm gonna hate you. It's what it is, nothing left that we could do. Even though it hurts right now, we will make it through. I'll get over you. I'll get over you. Back when I met you, we were like fireworks. Thought nothing could break us, but oh how we got burned. Look at us now, we scream, we fight, and no one knows the reason. We're both getting out of line. Now say goodbye and try to move on. I'll get over you, only wish that I knew how to go on. Baby, you and me, we're so messed up together. Even if we tried, we'd be stuck here forever. I don't understand right now how to make it through, but I'll get over you, and it's not like I'm gonna hate you. It's what it is, nothing left that we could do. Change is constant, learning to flow. All the unknown, lemons thrown. May look different from what you've dreamed. Colors and contrast making it art. What if happy can be built? Tuning into all that's good. Lucky I learned what lemons can do. Lucky they let me here with you. Lucky. Ain't it funny? Thought I was lacking. Then I realized all is within. Are your thoughts friend or foe? It's your choice which way you go. What if happy can be built? Tuning into all that's good. Lucky I learned what lemons can do. Lucky they let me here with you. May I have peace to accept what I can't change. Courage to change the things I can. Wisdom to know the difference. May I have peace to accept what I can't change. Courage to change the things I can. Wisdom to know the difference. Headlights on the highway. If you only knew, being back here always makes me think of you. When the world is sleeping, do you think of me? With the road ahead's coming back again, coming back to me. I remember the long drives, the late nights in your car. I remember it all. Windows down, empty streets. You were all I used to know. You and I, forever, forever. This town's so quiet this time of year, with the road ahead's coming back again, coming back to me. I remember the long drives, the late nights in your car. I remember it all. Windows down, empty streets, you were all I used to know. You and I, forever, forever ago. And you used to drive me home. Now I drive alone. You and I, forever, forever, I fell hard, I fell fast, that my love for you would last forever, forever, forever ago. I fell hard, I fell fast, that my love for you would last forever, forever, forever. Windows down, empty streets, you were all I used to know. You and I, forever, forever ago. And you used to drive me home. Now I drive alone. You and I, forever, forever, forever ago.
I ain't afraid of the dark. 'Cause once you let the light in, you won't see the beautiful stars shining down from afar. No, I ain't afraid of the dark.
A very pleasant good morning. Welcome aboard our
I
flight to
don't
Dallas Fort
mind
Worth.
the rain.